Hello, I'm River, and I want to share my tactics for how I sometimes find games. And I thought about it because of this, and I thought maybe you guys do or don't know about this. I don't know how you guys go about buying your games. I get almost all of my games are on Steam. I have one game that's on the Epic Game Store. Not a huge fan of the Epic Game Store, mostly because I just don't find it as friendly. I like our Steam community, not necessarily using this, but even just like coming into community hub for games. I like the fact that we can come over to the discussions. I like the fact that they have the workshop. I like the fact that there's news that the people can put out, the distributors or the publishers, the developers, whatever the word is I'm looking for. And I also, let's go back out a couple. I came across this game and I thought I'd just let you know about it. Look, free to keep when you, I don't know what this means. I've never seen that before. You may get a free copy of Shogun, Total War Shogun 2. I would go for that. It's a pretty good game. And if it's free, right? I don't know what the whole deal is. You might have to, sign away your left kidney to get it, but go check it out. But I wanted to show you how I stumbled across this. And if we come up here to Is There Any Deal? Now, you guys may know of another website. I am not affiliated with these guys at all. Not paid. Don't know any of them. Just purely have been going here for years to look things up. Right? And if we come down here, you can see what they do is they list like all the games in the world. And I have it like the highest price. Look at the Activision collection. But what I'll typically do is I come in here and I'll put in a regular price. Kind of depends on the type game. For me, I've found if I filter for, say, $10 to $60, like I don't want every like cut rate game out there, and then you have to hit this little plus. That could be a little confusing. And by the way, if you want to get rid of one of these, you have to just click on that there, and it just gets rid of it. Oh, and then I got rid of my thing. Now, the other thing I do sometimes is just do the straight up price, right? So in other words, I just say price over $5 or something. And so let's add this back. And then we're going to do, I think today I can do 75% off, right? And by the way, when I first came in here, it was sorted this way. And there's the Shogun Total War Shogun 2, whatever I mean. And there's the $0 on Steam that I had noticed. And I thought, boy, because what will happen here is if you're looking for like a free-to-play game, in some cases, that's how you could find them here. Right, because all of these games, the regular price is at least $10 to $60. So these aren't like the cheapest games ever, right? Like From Orbit, isn't that a half? I don't know what From Orbit is. It's something else I'm thinking of. But anyway, so you get the idea. Now, a lot of times, what I'll do is actually sort it the opposite way, so that you can see the price. Because these tend to be like the better games that aren't, too cheap to start out with. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with searching for the cheapest. You just get 72 million of them. So it's kind of tough here, to like when you get down too much, there's just so many of them on here that it just becomes a bit overwhelming, to try to find something that you would really like especially when you get down into this other thing. But hey, I mean, if you're looking to spend under $5, look at all these under $5, and might nothing appeals to you, but if you're that bored, you just go through, look, there's Anno and tells you can get that on the Uplay store. Now, let me just point out one last thing when it comes to this. Life is Strange, right? I think I've played that. Anyway, if we click here, this is something else that's very much worth knowing. What is the cheapest it's been on Steam? $2.99. So maybe you're thinking about buying this game, but it's $19.99, and you're obviously probably don't have to have Life is Strange right now. But if you look, $2.99, I mean, you might just want to wait because they've really deep discounted that game. Maybe the next time they have like one of their sales, like the spring sale or whatever, summer sale, like it'll go like real cheap again. And, right now you could say, or I don't know about Fanatical, but, or you could go over to Fanatical and pick it up for this. Now, I don't know. The only ones I've ever bought from are Green Man Gaming, the Epic Store, of course, Steam. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Game Billet. I've never bought from Green Man Gaming, but I would trust this one just based on the fact that a guy named Worthaby, who does game reviews, has always recommended them, and I've watched him long enough. He wouldn't be recommending a scam, you know. Now, I don't have any reason to believe these other ones are scams. If you want to put your credit card or your PayPal up, go for Fanatical. I just don't know what Fanatical is. I'm not picking on them, right? And by the way, I'm also not affiliated with any of these things. I'm not. I get no money from any of this. It's just maybe to help you guys save a few bucks when you go to buy your next game, and you know, just a way that you can find them really, really cheap, or really just find things that you're looking for. Like, I've actually come over here just because I'm like, what the hell is that game? It was something about an airport, right? And we'll do search, and now you could get like all of the names that had airport in there. You know, so like sometimes it even just helps you find. Now a lot of this is Steam or is FSX, you know, flight simulator. But the airport, that was the game, Airport Simulator. And then you can come in here and say, oh look, it sells for $2.99 as well. And then by the way, yeah, if you click here, it'll just take you right over there. There's Airport Simulator on Steam. Mostly negative. Yeah. Anyway, not recommending Airport Simulator per se. Well, there you go. I hope you guys, I hope you find this helpful. If not, well, sorry I wasted 6.5 minutes of your time. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.